I'm drinking water, guys, so don't worry. Hi, guys. Skhotheni. Skhotheni la netsizwa kaDlamini. Sleshang. I wanna talk. I wanna talk to you. The level of faith and how it's being described to us is wrong. The level of faith, the word faith, the way it was described to us, it made us lazy. Somebody asked, am I going through depression? No. Depression is not my friend. Depression does not have space in my life. Depression will never come to me. I'm bigger than depression. Anyway, let me continue. I want to talk about faith, how faith has made you lazy. Now, when we speak about faith, right, you are being told, ukuthi, faith is putting things into existence. Faith, it's supposed to strengthen you. Faith, it is meant to build you. But the way you are being taught about faith, it is now a weapon of laziness. Faith, kuthiwa, you are waiting. For me, it makes you lazy because you are waiting for success. You are waiting for that light to come. That's what faith does to you. It makes you believe in things that are not there. Now, the danger zone of believing things are okay, even if they are not okay, it makes you wait and not act. Uma ngabe wena umuntu ozitshela ukuthi mina nginenkolo, mina my faith is big. Your faith, it makes you lazy because you think already God has plans for you. God. Oh Lord. You already think that God has plans for you. And you're waiting. You're even praying for God's plans to become existent in your life. You are waiting for that miracle to happen, and you're telling yourself, Guti, there is a miracle there waiting for me, and there will be light at the end of the tunnel. That's faith. That's bullshit. That's fake faith. That's fake faith. That fake, the faith is fake. Because when kwamele kube uwe oyolayita lelo light. You need to go and switch on that light that you said you are waiting for at the end of the tunnel. You don't have to sit down and pray and say there's going to be light, I'm going to pray. When you pray, you don't even know if God is listening to you. But your fake faith makes you believe that God is listening. You don't have a relationship with God. You don't have a relationship with your ancestors. Uyaphahla, uyathandaza, but you don't have a foundation. You don't have a foundation with your ancestors. You don't have a foundation with God. Yet your faith makes you believe when you pray, they will listen. And that faith, yona legenza ukuthi ube lazy. That faith, yona legenza ukuthi amathuba akho angafezeki noma amathuba akho akushiye, because le faith le wena driver ukuthi you are waiting for God to answer you. You know what faith encompasses? You have to live. Faith has to be within, not live by it. Labe bakasha khona, labo uyofuna khona umsebenzi wangawuthola. Ifaith yakho izoyenza ukuthi uhlale uthi nyazi ukuthi inkosi izoyenza ukuthi baphendule ama-CV wami. Umuthi lo sebenzisayo uzoyenza ukuthi usishole ukuthi no, I know they're gonna touch my CV. That's a lazy fake. That's bullshit, and that's why you are where you are today. Faith is you taking your CV uyofuna umsebenzi, then they tell you ukuthi akunamsebenzi, uphinde ubuye futhi kusasa. Uyofuna umsebenzi khona lapha bakutshela ukuthi awunawo, awukho umsebenzi. Uphinde ubuyele futhi in 3 days bakutshela ukuthi awukho. Baze bakhiyele ama-gate. Now that's the faith you are living with. That's not fake faith. No, aningizwa kahle. You are not listening. You do not understand what I say. You are not understanding. Oh God. Now, if we get to the Bible, right? It says, in the beginning it was the Word, and the Word was with God. Even in the Bible, let's take it to the Bible, right? Let's take it there. It says, in the beginning it was the Word, and the Word was with God. That's 1 John chapter 1 verse 1. It says, in the beginning it was the Word, and the Word was with. So your faith must be with you, not by you. You don't have to live by faith, but you have to live. The faith must live inside you. Now, when the faith lives inside you, you become unstoppable. You become the person who's working towards your goal, that your faith understands the goal that you're going to. Oh Lord, ngifuna abantu abangizwayo. Ngifuna abantu abangizwayo aningizwa kahle. Oh, yeah, you guys are not understanding. He said, trust in me, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But he never said there will not be weapons. Now your faith must believe ukuthi these weapons, they will not prosper. But it does not mean you must sit down mzalwane and tell yourself ukuthi uNkulunkulu uwethembisile ezweni lakhe wathi the weapons will not prosper. No. Now you still need to protect yourself against these weapons. You don't need to only live according to lelo basic pen. You need to get something to protect yourselves against these weapons. When he said they will not prosper, he didn't say just sit and relax. They will not prosper. Relax. No, he said these weapons are there, but they will not prosper. How will they not prosper? That's where you need to find yourself spiritually. That's where you need to create a relationship with yourself. That's where you need to find your strengths. And stop making your weakness wickedness. Don't let your weakness turn into wickedness. You understand. Nina, I want you to sit down and understand me. The Bible, or let me leave the Bible alone. There's too much politics around the Bible. Your ancestors, when you say your ancestors are protecting you, what are you going to do? Are you going to drink and drive? Are you going to drink and drive just because your ancestors are protecting you? You are not going to use imit. You are not going to work hard because when God promised you, there will be prosperity. I died for your sins. Therefore, when you will not work hard. You'll wait for God to give you that. Why don't you go out there and try? You're an entrepreneur? Your first business didn't work? Are you going to give up? Pick and Pay today, it's still advertising, but everybody in the world, even a 2-year-old, knows there's Pick and Pay. But they still advertise their business. Those are big brands. Those are big companies. ShopRite, Pick and Pay. Would you name them? You name them. Those are big brands. They still market themselves. They still, you don't know where they started. But it's not enough for them. There's a goal that they're reaching. And they're advertising every day. Who doesn't know Pep? But you see Pep everywhere. You see Pep on billboards. You see Pep on TV, everywhere. Why can't they say, we don't want to advertise? You live by faith, Nina, not with faith. And you have to live with it, not by it. Once you live by it, you're going to be lazy. Once you live by it, you're going to look at something to blame if your business falls down. Once you will not take accountability. Once you live by it, you are going to blame God. He has favorites. If you live by it, you are going to always look at people around you and blame them that if my dad was not around, if my dad was around, I was going to be somewhere. If my mom was around, then that's a person who lives by faith, not with faith. Asival. I can't wesibali. Aningizwa kahle. Aningizwa kahle. You think ukuyothenga impepho namakhandlela ukwashisa umsamo? Already when your problems will go away. Idlozi likuphendulile. That's what you think. There's no right way of doing anything involving issues. No right way at all. No right way. The only thing that you should do is just start. Start without that candle. And snave. He doesn't understand what's going on na ikhandlela manje. He doesn't understand what's when I'll call you saying candle because we are not working. Yeah, he doesn't channel. He doesn't channel funing buzunga sebens. Last good, you don't have money. You guys contradict yourselves. You are saying uNkulunkulu akakunika umthwalo ngaphansi kwakho, but amadlozi they do. Amadlozi they do. Mna nithi uNkulunkulu akakunika umthwalo ngaphansi kwamandla akho. But with amadlozi you have to obey that? Why do you think amadlozi ona ayakunika umthwalo ngaphansi kwakho? Do you think when manga kucotshela idlozi ukuthi manga bogogo niyabona ukuthi anginayo imali yembuzi, do you think they'll turn their back on you for imbuzi? Hey guys, no ways. Milente, can I have a tissue, please? No ways. Do you want to join my life and share the knowledge? It doesn't make sense. You guys, anothanda amadlozi nene wasaba. Nina niyawasaba. Nina lento ukuthi nisaba ukujikelwa. Ya ngisaba idlozi ukuthi lizongijikela. It's enough. Thank you. I think I'm part of flu. You'll join it on the other one on TikTok. Nina anwathandi niyawasaba. Fana uNkulunkulu anithandi animthandi for who he is, nimthanda for what he can provide. Nina nimthanda uNkulunkulu ngoba niyazi ukuthi isiphephelo senu. If you have that relationship with God, you love him because uyazi ukuthi isiphephelo sakho and angakenza lokhu. If you don't abide, Some of you, if God was not the beginning and the end of our lives, so nisabi punishment, that's why you're praising God. You don't love him. Ask yourself, why is God so important in your life? Why do you want to pray? Why do you want to pray? Why ufunela nukuphahla? Nina madlozi anwathandi nisaba punishment because nithi if you don't do this, amadlozi azokwata. If you don't, no, that's it. That's it. You don't love the spirit of idlozi. You think idlozi yiloko kwakho obekase phila. You do not understand the spirit behind it. You don't understand the spirit of your grandmother. He will not be the same grandmother that she comes to you. You think your ancestors are still the same people, and you think you are praising lokokolo wayombona mausaphila. Oh, Kosiyam. You think you are praising ugogo wakho lo okhulisile noma umama wakho lo ongasekho. You think amadlozi yilabantu bophila nabo ngokwenyama. Kanti now we are in the spirit side uma bangasekho. Spiritually, how strong were they? Spiritually, how well are you connected to your ancestors? Ungangitshela ukuthi ugogo wakho wayekhulisa kwasho kwaqima kwavutha kwapeta. You guys are the reason why you feel you are praising abantu bebese ebaphila ngokwenyama uma nikhuluma ngamadlozi. That's why uma uguqa phansi you already picture you're already picturing them physically ukuthi ukhuluma noba. And this thing, it's a spirit thing. You don't even know ukuthi uNkulunkulu unjani. Awumazi lo muntu omkhulekelayo. But you are already connecting with him or her spiritually. But with your ancestors already usubona lo muntu ombizayo uma ngabe bukugogo Makhosonke already usuthi Makhosonke wena banibani. The way you were talking to her uma esaphila, you still give her. That's the problem. You are giving your ancestors the respect as if babantu abaphilayo. Can't you have to give them the respect in honoring their spirits that are living within us? That's your problem. Aningizwa. This life, I'll save it. We lie about 12 episodes bonus cards because you guys don't understand what I'm saying. You like being defensive. Abantu mebethi nikhonza abokhokho benu, and that's what you're doing. You are not connecting with them spiritually, Nina. You are connecting with them physically ngokwenyama. Because imagining makuthiwa amadlozi wakho wena usuqabanga lokho kwakho emazini noma nomkhulu wakho. Don't tell me ukuthi I'm lying futhi. Usuqabanga lo bhuti wakho wamlahlekela usuqabanga. Kanti lento is spirit. And if you understand the importance of a spirit empilweni yakho, that's when you'll be able to align yourself in the right direction of communicating with your ancestors. You do not have to you guys like making lenta madlozi so complicated, and it's not supposed to be. You have even given yourself good. If you don't talk to your ancestors, they're not going to listen. Some of you, your ancestors, your spirits are not even called using impepo. They're not called using impepo. They cannot relate. Oh Nkosi yami, ugogo wakho lo omcabangayo wena ukuthi ukhuluma ngayo, the time asaphila uma eshisa impepho endlini bekathi uqosha imimoya emibi. Ha Nkosi. But today when uthi ushisa leyo mpepho to call upon ugogo wakho. Ugogo wakho wayeshisa impepho athi uvikela umuzi ukhipha imimoya emibi. When today you are taking the same pepper, you are burning it to ubuza ugogo wakho. Oh. Yeah. Nkosi yami. Yeah. Hey, ugogo wakho lo ongasekho wayethatha i-Jace fluid ageze ngayo i-Jace fluid ageze ngayo athi ukhipha imimoya emibi. Today wena leyo Jace fluid uchela ngayo. Leyo Jace fluid uchela ngayo uthi ususa imimoya emibi, but the time yena ageza wayethi ukubizela inhlanhla kahle uyakuprotect wena that the very Jace fluid uchela ngayo. Let me leave it right here. Oh, moya ingcwele. Yeah. Yo, yeah. What is the purpose of you burning impepho? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of you burning in paper and you think it's you cannot communicate with your ancestors if you don't burn in paper, if you cannot light candles, if you don't clap your hands? This it's uqela, right? Siyaphaphata, siyacela. So no mutshela amadlozi wakho ukuthi hey bogogo ngiyabonga. Ulokuthi ngiyabonga bogogo. Uphaphatha usupaphathani ke manje? Upaphathisa ukubonga? Or are you gonna now try to say hayi phela indlela yokukhombisa inhlonipho uguqile? Isn't that enough? And who taught you that umukhuluma nedlozi you have to kneel down? Are these spirits around? Let's talk about amadlozi. Are amadlozi the spirits that are around, or amadlozi are spirits that lives inside us? So when you kneel, who are you kneeling to? Are you kneeling, if your ancestors are living inside you, when you kneel, are you kneeling for the spirits of this world, or are you kneeling for the spirits that lives inside you? Now I'm drinking water. It's water. Talk. What are you kneeling for? Who are you kneeling for? Are you only going to talk to your ancestors? Now what's the purpose of umsamo? Ma umuntu wesifazana usuganileke manje. Umsamo wakho yini? But let me not talk about marriage. Let's talk about us in general. Let's talk about us in general. Uma umntwana endlini, right? Uzalo umama, uzalo ubaba, umntwana lapho. Uyakumupha umsamo. Umuphi lo msamo? Are you gonna create your own? Endlini ekungasiyona yakho. Are you gonna create your own msamo? Are you gonna light ikhendlela nempepho? Endlini ekungasiyona yakho. What's happening? Are you gonna create your own? getting val. Let me leave it right here because wow. It's getting heavier for me. Sasa nizothi ngithe. But what I can say is, remember that the mpepo that you are using today to say you are calling upon your ancestors is the same mpepo that your grandfather or grandmother were using endlini ukukhipha imimoya emibi. But today, you are using it to call upon them. Anyway, for those who are asking if I'm still a Sangoma, yes, I'll forever be. Someone is asking me, so you mustn't use pep. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but you should know why you're using it and what is it used for. Hi, Papa Yin.